Good afternoon, each one of you. Today, will class 7, we are going to start this chapter number 11 with the part transportation of substances in plants. So children, transportation system in human beings already we have read by the process of circulatory system. In circulatory system, you have read that how blood flows into our body through arteries and veins. These are the blood vessels. One of them carry oxygen rich blood and second carries carbon dioxide rich blood. Now the same thing, transportation, we are going to study in plants. How the plants, what thing is present in the plants which carry all that functions. So let's study, because as we know that plants also prepare their food, and the food prepared is sent to all parts of the body. And also for the preparation of food, plants needs air, water, nutrients, water, etc. So let's read deeply about the plants, how they take water and minerals from the base, from the soil, and how they transport it to the leaves where the food is prepared. So first of all, we'll study about the transport of water and mineral. Each one of you know that roots help plants to take water and minerals from the soil. Now children, one thing we are going to study here is that plants has root here. Plant has very small root here. And what is the function of that root here? That increases the surface area of root for the absorption of water and minerals which are there in the soil. So kindly underline it. We know that roots are responsible for absorption of water and minerals. Okay, but root has root here, very small root here are there, like our hair are there. In the same way, the plants has roots which absorb water and mineral. And what does that root here do? It increases the surface area. The root here is in contact with the water present between the soil and soil particles. Okay, now very interesting thing is there, how water moves from the root to the leaves. So children, there
Ma'am,
are,
actually, we have also examined that we have already planted, water the plant, water to the roots of the plants. As from the roots, the plants, the water transfers to the stem and then to the leaves.
yes,
That's why
very,
we plant water to the roots.
yes, we give water to the roots instead of the leaves or to the stem. So what is the reason behind it? One thing more is here, can you guess how water moves from roots to leaves? This is very interesting. Children, similarly in our body, there is a transportation system in the
Ma'am, they have
plants.
some vessels and pipes.
Yes, they are, that is known as a vascular system. The same way, I just want to show you with the help of the diagram. After that, we'll go for the next concept and we'll read there. In the book, you are able to see this figure. And here are two kinds of arrows. I hope you are able to understand, or you are able to see these two kinds of arrow. One arrow, this kind of arrow, that is moving downward. And this kinds of arrow, blue colored, they are moving upward. So there is a reason behind it. What is the function of these arrows? First of all, children, see, the arrows are taking, these arrows are taking water and minerals from the soil and they are moving upward. Their movement is upward movement. Okay, so I will say this kind of tissue as a xylem. As you can see on the blackboard, even this kind of movement in which the arrows are moving upward. This is upward movement. Upward movement, this kind of vascular tissue is known as xylem. XYLEM. This is known as a xylem. And these absorb water and minerals from the roots and carry it to the leaves. Why to the leaves? Because leaves has to prepare the food. And second thing, there is a downward arrows. You must be able
Ma'am,
to
that
see.
is for the
Even
food.
in your book, there are pink colors arrows which are showing the downward movement. What that downward movement shows, because
Contain the food.
yes, the food prepared in the leaves that is sent to all parts of the bodies, even to the roots and even to the stem. That's why we are
That is
saying,
the phloem.
yes, this is a phloem. I have written PHLOEM, phloem. That shows the downward movement. And xylem always shows the upward movement. These are
Ma'am,
the
xylem
tubes.
transports the water and nutrients
Yes.
to the leaves,
So,
and the
listen. So xylem transports water and minerals because it has to move to the leaves. That's why the movement is upward. And for the next one, the movement is downward because the phloem is a vascular tissue that is to be carried, that carries food. So you can see in the next part, tissue, you know, that is a combination of cells. That is a combination
Yes,
of our
ma'am.
cells. When the cells combine, group of cells is known as a tissue. So you may underline here that a tissue is a group of cells that perform a special kind of function. And vascular tissue for the transport of water and mineral in the plant is known as xylem. Children, kindly underline, it's very, very important. You may get the question in 1 mark or 2 marks that what is the function of xylem and what is the function of a phloem. So you know that the leaf synthesizes food, and that food is to be transported to all parts of the plant. That is done with the help of a xylem. So thus xylem and phloem transport substances in plants as arteries and veins does in our
Ma'am,
body.
means if there is a question, what is the function of xylem? So we will write the function of xylem is to transport water and mineral
Yes.
to the leaves.
Here it is written, beta. A vascular tissue which transport water and nutrients in the plant is known as xylem. And it is a continuous network of channel that connect roots to the leaves through the stem, branches, and that transport water to the entire plant. So I hope I am very, very clear with it. So about two vascular tissues in the plants we have read. One is your xylem and other is a phloem. So the function of both you should know. Children, after studying this vascular tissue, let's do one another interesting activity. 11.3 activity is here. In this activity, we need to take 2 potatoes. Peel off that 2 potatoes and make a small cavity inside that potato. Make a hole. And at the bottom, cut that both the potatoes so that they can stand properly, so that we can keep it somewhere. After that, inside the potato, you have to put sugar solution. And we can't see inside, so we have put a pin. You can see easily here that we have put a pin. This is a pin which is showing the level of sugar level water inside the potato. Now put that potato in the
Exactly level of the potato.
yes. So what we have to put, where we have to put that potato? Put that potato inside the water. But you have to see that level of the water in the container should be below the pin. See, here is a pin और level should be below the pin. ठीक है? आपको समझ आया ये formation इसका कैसे होगा?
Yes,
Inside the potato we have put the sugar solution और बाहर हमने उसको किसी भी container में रख दिया. You can take a glass container, that will be more visible, that will be good, which is having a simple water. Simple water, and level of the water should be below the pin. Done. After that, what will you see? That the water level, we'll keep it aside for some time. Then what will happen? The water level inside the potato has increased. So how did the water move inside the potato?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes.
Ma'am, as the vascular tissues do their
Okay.
function.
So children, you know that there are the cells present inside the potatoes and they are connected with one another. So the water moves inside by the process of osmosis. So I will tell you what is this osmosis process. So means in the same way water reaches xylem vessels of the root from the soil. So this is the process of osmosis. So it's very interesting process that you will read in the higher classes about this. This is a osmosis. Kindly mark it. Osmosis process.
Ma'am, there is one more activity related to this.
Yes. Which one?
Ma'am, in this activity, we can keep a glass inside that. We have to put water,
Yes.
some water, and we have to mix a color in it.
Hmm.
So that
Ma'am, it
we
is
can keep
written
the
in
color
book.
of the water.
Yes. Okay. Next. After that, what
We
we
have
have to do?
also read in the chapter first,
Yes.
and then we have to put a plant in that. And after
Yes.
some time, after some days, we have seen that the water level is less as the stem absorbs the water
Yes. So
due
that
to
is the
the
same
vascular
process.
tissue.
Yes, beta. That
Due
is
to the
how
vascular
stems.
tissue.
Yes. How stems absorb water. So if we cut the stem, we can see if we have taken a red color water, we can see the red color in the stem. So this shows that water is moving from downward to upward, or the roots are absorbing the water. So I hope this concept is same. Yes, beta, very good. You have set up good relationship between that activity and this activity. That is also the increase of the that absorption of the water from the stem. Next, one thing more is the transpiration. This is very interesting process. Plants release water by the process of transpiration. Children, you know, suppose plants need very less water. Sometimes we give a full mug of water to the plants, but that plants don't need that. So what happens to that water? That water, excess of the water is released by the process of transpiration. Okay. Plants absorb water and minerals from the soil. All the water is utilized, not utilized. The water evaporates through the stomata present on the surface of the leaves by the process of transpiration. So children, it's very,
Ma'am,
very
I think
important.
that's why we make a hole inside the pot so
Yes.
that the waste material and the wastewater can be gone out from
Can
that.
be gone out, because otherwise there will be a water logging and that can spoil the plant. This is the reason also. And children, you can mark here that what are the two functions of transpiration. Transpiration, what does it do? It generates a suction pull. And second, transpiration cools the plants. Two things are done by the transpiration. First, it creates a suction pull, and second,
What is the means of suction pull?
that is a upward force. Okay. And from second, you can write down here, number one. It creates a suction pull. Suction pull means upward force for the water to be absorbed. And second, it helps the plants to be cool. So there may be a question also, what is transpiration and what are the two functions of transpiration? So children, with this, your chapter is over. So today we have read that how transportation system helps the plants.